Hello everybody, it's me Ash, and I'm playing Starmade. Today we're going to do something a little bit titillating. That's right, you may or may not be erect by the end of the video. Um, as you can see, I've done some work to Beard Federation HQ. I've fixed up the tower, it's now complete. Well, moderately complete. I've added some flourishes around it. I've added this sweet black and blue stripes that we're going to sort of have a theme going on with the whole ship with. I think it looks pretty good. I've added like these little flourishes on the corners of the room, around the door now, as you can see. Oh, it looks like we fucked up this door somehow. I'll have to fix that. I fixed the lift so it goes all the way to the top now. Let's check that out. We're going to hit gravity so we can properly use the lift. Not the fastest lift, to be honest. Probably could traverse this thing a little bit faster in normal mode, but you gotta do it right. You gotta do it right. Okay, so we get to the top and we have all sorts of stuff up here. Well, no, we don't really have any sort of stuff up here, really. But as you can see out the glass, really lovely views. And over there, that's the Starmuncher. Now, last episode, it was just a little block, a little fledgling son of a bitch block, and now it's a full-blown ship. It looks like sort of like the Batwing, also maybe like a Darkwing Duck or something. But it serves its purpose. It's got the mining cannon and everything. This is a AI module we have up here. We're gonna do that at a later date. Mess with that. You know, if we fall down, we just plummet to the bottom. We can now go to what we're going to do today, and that is we're going to set up a docking system on this ship, or on our space station for our ship, so that whenever we want to park the ship, we can easily make it parked and stationary and safe. And also, if somehow we moved the space station, it would be moving with us, because we're basically, what a docking system does is it attaches one entity to another entity. So whenever the entity that is it's attached to moves, it acts as if it's part of the ship. Say you had a huge ship that you want to dock smaller ships into. Whenever you would dock a smaller ship into it, it would become part of the bigger ship. So whenever the bigger ship moves, it would move as if it was connected, like a block, like any other block. Other things you can do, I have some red ones in my inventory here. These are for turrets, and what this does is it docks the same way, but it gives whatever is docked there the ability to move around on its axis, so it can act like a turret. So you could technically build whatever you want, put a gun on it, and make it a turret. And we'll do that probably next episode, because we want to mess with the AI, and the AI sort of tells turrets to shoot things. And that's what any gent or lady with a little bit of spacefaring blood in their veins would want to do, is shoot things with turrets. And but now it's time to get down to the nitty gritty here. Both the nitty and the gritty simultaneously. So let's get to it, okay? First thing we need to do is actually go back over here and get into build mode. And if you missed one of the episodes where we actually put this down, this is called a build block, and this is what you'll need on your space station to do a lot of easy building, and also to do proper dock work, because you're going to have to be able to connect certain blocks to your dock if you want to, say, make your dock area bigger. Now, as you can see, my arrow is actually facing up, and usually it's going to be facing towards the front, or what it perceives as the front of your ship or space station. So what you want to do is you want to hold control, or whatever you have set to make your enter advanced build mode, and that'll be over here. See, mine says press L control to enter advanced build mode. I hold that down, and while it's held down, it gives me all these options. We messed with this last episode, so if you want a little bit of a tutorial on how to use advanced build mode, then this is that. Now, we didn't look at this port though. On here you have a little thing called orientation, and as long as you have a block selected that has orientation available for it, you can change it around. So if I hit this, it'll change the orientation to right side, and if I change it again, it goes to the left. As you can see, the arrow in the middle of the block. And if I change it again, it goes to the front. If I change it again, oh, I didn't click it. I'm not clicking it. There we go. Now it's to the back. And it sort of gives you a really awkward way of showing you if it's lit up red. That means that's the orientation of it. We want it to be up because if we put it up like this, boom, as you can see, it puts a green area. That's your docking area, the area that a ship can fit in. But as you can see, our ship is quite a bit bigger than this box, so we're going to have to be able to extend the size of this. And the way you do that is you get a little block called a docking enhancer. And whenever you place this enhancer, it says that it isn't working. But what you have to do, and this is where building mode basically comes into, is you're going to hit C on this thing, just like you would if you're connecting a part of your ship to your control block. And now, every block that you place subsequently will be attached to that block, and it will affect that block. So, unfortunately, it's not perfect. It's not a perfect system because it's really hard to get the area that you want it to grow, because it's not really necessarily logical, to be honest. For instance, it should be based on direction. So if I wanted to expand this box to the left only, if I put a box, it should only expand to the left, but instead it expands both left and right. Now if I put anything over here, it doesn't do anything. No, if I go like this, it goes back down, and if I do that, then it does the same thing. It's really about where you place your first block. Now if I put like this, it's going to grow that direction, and then if I put it, no, so it just really depends. You sort of have to experiment with it a little bit as to where you want it to go, and also it can be delayed, so you may have to give it a second. See, this isn't doing anything. It's all about like connecting overall. So it has to be, if you're going to go out this way, if you want to expand it this direction, you have to expand it from that last block that you placed. Unfortunately, this gives you a little bit of a limitation on how you can build this and keep it expanded. Now, there is one thing you can possibly do, and that is to go underneath where your thing is and see how it expands from there. So if we're looking, and we place it, oops, it's the wrong block. If we place docking, where is it? There it is. There it is. There, it will start expanding. Let's see. I'm not sure which way it's expanding right now. Let's just see how big it is. It looks like it's actually expanding up. So that's actually cool. And then you can expand it this direction. So everything is hidden. If you start with the y-axis, and then expand it this way, and then in theory, we could also expand it this way. And that's all we have right now. Let's see how big this bastard is. As you can see, it's quite a bit larger, but I think this should be big enough to dock our ship. Hopefully. And we'll see. So let's get in the what's this thing called? Starmuncher, that's what it's called. The Starmuncher. We're going to get in the Starmuncher, and we're going to try to dock it. Oh yeah, the first thing you have to do is get out of build mode on your space station. And then we're going to go back slowly but surely. Oh shit, we're in the fucking gravity. Okay, so we're going to do this even more slowly. You're welcome. Let's go back inside. But who doesn't want to take a look at this? Look at this shit. It's fucking beautiful. Okay, so let's get back out. Oops. Alright, we'll go to the Starmuncher, and we'll dock this ship like nobody's ever been docked before. The ship is going to be so fucking docked, it's going to be crazy how docked it is. Okay, let's just fix this hole up. It's ugly. And then we're going to get in the Starmuncher, which I think looks pretty decent. Now, the biggest key to this is to have your core selected here. You can see in my hotbar, the 0 is my core, and that is actually going to be called, if you go to your T, if you hit T to open up your weapons selection, you have a docking beam with the word core in parentheses. That means it's your core. And then you have I have my salvage computer. You also have any other weapon systems you have attached to your ship. But this is the one you want. You're going to make sure you have it selected in your hotbars. Now, if I could have my salvage computer, and then I'll just start accidentally trying to salvage things, it'll probably tell me I can't. But if I have my docking computer, then all I have to do is use it as if it was a weapon, aiming at the docking module. Boom. and now I'm docked. Cannot dock here, target in not compatible. That's actually a lie. I'm actually docked. The problem is I'm stuck in this fucking block because my ship is built weird, and also because the size of the block maybe isn't the exact largeness that I want. Because if there's a block, you're gonna land on top of this thing. If there's a block here, then you're gonna be stuck inside the clipping. And that's pretty much just the way it's gonna have to be until you can upgrade the size of your docking area or shrink the ship down. But this thing is just too beautiful to edit. Let's be honest with ourselves. This thing is fucking immaculate. Okay, and that's how you dock things. Now, obviously, it'd be the same thing. You're gonna need a turret docking unit and then a turret docking enhancer unit to make it big enough, depending on how big your presumed turret is actually going to be since you're building it yourself. And that's pretty much it. That's how you dock. Look at this thing. I also got this thing called a plex beacon. Look what it does. It makes it shimmer, shine bright like a diamond even. Look at it. Put it right here. Holy crap. It's bright as hell. It's bright as hell, son. Alright, gotta select it first. That. But actually, to end this episode, we're going to put the final touch on the tower. Maybe not the final touch, but one of the touches. We'll put a blue. Actually, we'll make it gray. Let's see where the center of this thing is. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That should be good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it should be there. Yeah, that's good. It should be the center. Hell yes. Oops. Yes, that's fine. And then we'll do it where we put it this there, and then we'll do another one, and we'll put it this here. We'll put another one, and we'll put this here, and we'll put another one. And then at the very tippy top, we'll put our beacon. Now, from afar off, we'll see this shining monument to hope right before whoever sees it is blown out of the sky by our turrets that we will probably be building next episode. So if you imagine this ship was a turret, you could instead have a turret docking unit, and we would be able to pivot our ship around on the docking unit and shoot at things. Boo 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 boo. That's the sound of our lasers. That's what they sound like. Boo boo boo. Hell yeah. It's a much beefier tone than a pew pew. It's a boo boo boo. The shit is gonna destroy a pirate ship. A pew pew may not have the power to destroy a pirate ship, but a boo boo will fucking kill a pirate. Okay. Okay. Let's fix this door. There we go. All right. So that's it for this episode. Hopefully you guys learned how to dock your ship on your other ships so that you can dock your ship on your ship. Until next time, play on.